Hey guys, it's me, AP, and welcome to my 6-year anniversary Q&A video that I promised I would deliver last month, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But here we are now, and I'm ready to answer your guys' questions. So how this is going to work is that I have a Google Doc open, and I essentially just put down everyone's questions in this Google Doc, and I answered them already. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, this is not genuine, and I'm like, dude, I have a lot of questions to answer. Like, I know it's it's not that many questions, but this is still this is 10 pages, man. Like, and most of the most the reason why it's 10 pages because of my answers, but yeah, man, I'm not gonna like challenge myself to do this like uncut and like actually come up with the answers myself without thinking about it. Like, no, it's not how I'm gonna do things. And I have a cup of ice water with me because I'm gonna be talking a lot. And well, ice water is one of the best drinks in the world. It's actually the best drink in the world. Why am I saying it's one of the best? It is the best. I don't screw the sodas. I don't drink soda, so. uh, Now our first set of questions are from It's Hazard, and their first question is, "How old are you?" I am 17 years old. I had turned 17 back in December 26. That's my birthday. Yeah, that's the birthday. And this year I'll be turning 18, which is in the next 4 months. That was an easy question. Okay, their second question: Who is your favorite Mario character? So I was back and forth, to be honest, between Wario and Yoshi, but I'm gonna have to go with Yoshi. I mean, he's a cute green dinosaur who eats things. What's there not to like? I also appreciate the Mario lore of him being the one who took care of Mario as a child and is technically Mario's best friend. Now, I know you're probably like, wait, isn't Luigi Mario's best friend? And, like, personally, I've never really thought of Luigi as Mario's best friend. I mean, I, granted, they're brothers. I mean, yeah, they can be best friends, but I just think it's more of a brotherly bond. That goes far beyond friendship, I think. Also, Yoshi is usually with Mario in his adventures rather than Luigi. Also, Rip, because in in the Simon Belmont reveal trailer, Luigi kind of he died. Another reason as to why I love Yoshi is that his games are pretty fun. Like Yoshi Woolly World happens to be my favorite Wii U game, so that's neat. It's not Smash Bros. Wii U. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. It would be a close second. I mean, another character I had in mind would be Toadette, but I only like playing as her in spin-off games like the Mario Kart series or Mario Party. Never really played the game she originated from, which was a Paper Mario game, I believe. I don't know, and I really don't feel like looking it up. Okay, next question, or the next two questions from It's Hazard. Who's your favorite Sonic character and plush toy? Now, I answered the plush toy question first, but this may surprise you. But my favorite plush toy is actually Frogmonic. Now I know what you're thinking. It's not Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. No, nah. It's Frogmonic, or I guess I should say, Kermie. I'm sorry, friend. Oops. I didn't mean to kill him like that. well, yeah, that's. Grammy is actually his real name. I've had that plush since 2006, so yeah, it's for a long time. Like, I remember back on a vacation trip, my family and I were on our way to South Carolina. We stopped at a Bob Evans for lunch, or was it dinner? I don't remember. It's just pretty vague. And when we entered the store, he was on the stand, and he stood out to me. I was a big fan of the frogs back in the day. I'm not really a fan now. I mean, they're cool, but not like actual frogs, like in real life. They're kind of, yeah, all right. But anyway, I wanted to buy it, but my family pulled me away because, well, we had to eat. Once we finished, my grandmother had actually gotten him for me, and I was like, yes. 6-year-old me was ecstatic that I got this stupid frog thing. And well, I named him Kermit because it was a reference to Kermit from the Muppets, so. Yeah, I wonder if people actually made that correlation. But, thinking about that now, it's crazy how I turned him into, like, this comic relief villain character. He's now, you know, I say villain in quotation marks. Like, he's not really a villain anymore. He's kind of just there. Like, he didn't really do much during that arc, I should say. But man, I wonder how people felt watching that moment where, like, the only way he was going to contribute by blowing himself up to shut down the sun's power source. I wonder how people felt when, like, it was just a huge cock tease. To think he would actually do something of importance. That's nuts. But anyway, favorite Sonic character now. To be honest, I was also back and forth with this too. Like, it's kind of hard picking your favorite character from, like, Mario or Sonic. Like, for me personally, I kind of change up. Like, I kind of change my opinion on which character I like the most. Like, I remember back in the day, I used to like Silver a lot. And he's still in the top 5, but now I would say my favorite character. I mean, I wrote down the answer, but still, I want to think about it. Do I really like that character? Yeah, I do. That was quick. I'd say Tails. Tails is my favorite character. And I'll explain why. Because, well, I have my reasons. AP has the reasons. So, Tails. Tails it. Tails it. I think I like Tails because he, personality-wise, he contrasts against Sonic. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, you know, Sonic is outgoing, confident, and always full of energy. Not to say Tails isn't any of those things, but the last thing that really sticks out for him is his confidence. Like, Sonic is always someone full of self-confidence, while Tails, well, isn't. Honestly, I think what I really loved about Tails during Sonic Adventure was the character arc he received during that game. Like, if you play through Tails' story, you'll notice that as a character, he believes he's pulling Sonic down. He's had this thing to which he always has to rely on Sonic, and he wants to grow out of that. It's not until Tails separates from Sonic after the situation with the egg carrier that he actually runs into Eggman and says that infamous line. Ooh boy, that's a line. that's a line in a video game, guys. That's a line in a video game. And Eggman literally plants a missile in the middle of Station Square and plans on blowing the whole city to dust. Like, yeah, Sonic Adventure was pretty nuts. So to avoid that from happening, Tails stops thinking about what Sonic would do in this situation and actually decides to take down Eggman himself. Yeah, he grows as a character. To which he actually succeeds. He raises him in Speed Highway. Like, man, those Eggman quotes. I'm just thinking about them now. Wait for me, Tails. I don't think that's exactly what he said, but among those lines. And then he defeats him in his Egg Walker and saves the day. Honestly, that's probably my favorite part of Sonic Adventure's story. Like, they gave Tails a really cool character arc. Sure, it wasn't anything, like, astonishing, but I honestly enjoyed every minute of it. And I don't really want to say this. I know a lot of people don't like Sonic X, but I actually did enjoy the adaptation of Sonic Adventure as one of the arcs in Season 2. Back when I was a kid, one of the very first episodes I saw was the episode called Heads Up Tails, to which, instead of the Egg Walker fight, which, I mean, that's a huge missed opportunity, they had Tails actually disarm the missile, like the missile itself. And I'd say that's a more Tails-esque victory than anything else, and I guess I really like the way they executed that. In short, I think Tails is just an awesome character. And, well, to be honest, it sucks that they have been treating his character like crap since Lost World. Like, I didn't... In Lost World, he was just... Ugh. Man, he was a bad character. Like, seriously, bring Tails back. Sonic Team, like, when it comes to the modern Sonic games anyway. I mean, Tails in Sonic Mania Adventures was awesome. Like, man, they made him so independent. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, he's not depending on Sonic. He's not just tied to the plane. He's actually, you know, doing stuff. And I kind of miss that, you know? Like, I miss when Tails used to be playable in Sonic games. Because I really like his character. Like, he's the mechanic. He's like the smart guy sidekick. You know you gotta have that in everything. I really like that. Also, he has 2 tails and can fly. He's a... Come on. What is there not to like? Alright. The next question. It's Hazard has 2 more. And then we're going to move on to someone else's question. Can you make a Mario show? Now, I'm not... Ouch. I'm not really that interested in making a Mario show. I mean, sorry, but... At the very least, I do put Mario characters in SPS. But, yeah, I'm not really that interested in making a Mario show. If I was, I would have made one already. But, I had Mario characters in Sonic Plush Story, so I was like, I don't really need to make a Mario-centric show. And, it's Hazard's last question. Have you ever played Roblox? I think so. It was years ago, though. Like, it was a very long time ago when it wasn't nearly as popular. My friend Nudge introduced me to it, which I need to get back at him for that. I need to get back at him for that later, like... Oh, God. I'm gonna get you, man. I'm gonna... And, well, I know it's popular nowadays, but, I never really liked it back then. I'm not really interested in going back to it now. And, well, I guess it comes down to the fact that I'm not really a fan of these website online PC games, I guess. And also, I'm just not interested. Like, I don't really care. Okay. So, our next question is actually from 2 people. They asked similar questions, so I sort of just combined their questions together. Their question is, why did you change your YouTube channel name? Oh boy. Now, I changed my name because I wanted to have a YouTube name that is not tied to one series, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I enjoy Sonic. I've been a fan for more than 10 years. But it's not my favorite series, and it's not the only thing I like. I picked Atomic Purple 66, or AP 66, or you can just call me AP, which a lot of my friends do, because it fits more for me personally. And well, it all comes down to the fact that, well, this is something I've been thinking about for a while now. I wanted to focus more on other content, so I didn't want to stick with the name SBS. Like, I want to make more videos surrounding the things I enjoy, like anime and manga, which I've been a fan of those for like who knows how long, and Let's Plays, and especially Top 6 videos, which I really enjoy. And you guys seem to enjoy them as well. They get a decent amount of views, and I love seeing your guys' comments on those videos. Like, very much appreciate that. So that's why I changed my YouTube username. I also, well, like the name AP more than SBS, so. And I feel like AP66 really describes what got me into gaming, and that was playing on my Atomic Purple Game Boy Color, the video game that I have a lot of memories of and was one of my first, Pokemon Blue. Oh god. Sorry, tissue break, I gotta blow my nose. Hey man. I have allergies. Pretty bad allergies. So if you're gonna be a part of my fan base, you're gonna have to get used to me. AP66. The fan of ice water and blowing his nose a lot. So, we're only on page 4. Oh no. Oh man. Real talk, I appreciate that you guys gave me a lot of questions. That's really nice. I honestly don't know what to say to that, to be honest. Okay, so this question, I think this is their only question, is from humorous Spider-Man and Sonic videos. Like, he's a really cool guy. I like talking to him in the YouTube comments. So, will the next episode of SPS start another story arc, or will it flow free, like the first few episodes? Now, I really like this question a lot. Well, I actually have sort of a plan as to what is to come with Sonic Plush Stories next. So, currently, I have 4 filler episodes planned. Not really filler, just episodic episodes you normally see from Sonic Plush Stories, like Shadow's birthday, or the free pizzeria. Oh god, that's oh god, that episode. Man. And well, I've been putting a lot of thought into this. Sonic Plush Stories Season 1 was episodes 1 through 26. Sonic Plush Stories Season 2 was episodes 27 through 52. I was about to say 52. 52. Man, speaking is hard. Now, I'm thinking, to be honest, and I really don't want to say this, and I'm kind of feeling sad thinking about this, but I'm thinking of ending Sonic Plush Stories with the ending of Season 3, which would be at episode 78. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while now, and it's not like I don't like doing SPS videos. It's just, well, I feel like I kind of want to focus on other stuff, you know? I know that's kind of a lame answer, like, you'd expect that, but I want to focus more on stuff I'm a bit more interested in, like manga and anime, or video games and the like. The reason why I came up with this idea, and well, one who helped me think clearer on things, is my good pal E Penguin. That guy. That guy. Like he's not important. He also, on his main channel, was running into a similar issue, to which he was doing various types of videos and had to find a way to capture a primary audience. Same for me, in all honesty. Like, I know, guys. I know. I can look at the views my Let's Play videos get and the views Sonic Plush Stories gets, and man, it's a huge difference. Like, I know clearly which videos you guys like more, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just thinking, well, I just want to focus on other stuff, and if you don't like that decision, then I guess, I don't know. Leave? I don't know. This is kind of a weird thing for me to say. But I kind of want to separate myself from my old work. I'm the nerd. And I've been a fan of the anime slash manga for over 10 plus years now. It's kind of weird because on sites such as Twitter, I've become friends with people who have been fans of anime for like a year now. It's kind of surreal, like, because I've been a fan of this type of media for who knows how long, and now you have people just getting into it. It's like, it's pretty nuts, man. It's pretty nuts. And then there's people who have been anime manga fans longer than me, which, I mean, I can't really help that. I was born in 2000. And well, when it comes to that sort of thing, you know, talking about anime and manga, I'd love to talk more about that sort of thing on here. I kind of want to just transition my channel into that sort of thing. Like how I even do more reactions, like live reactions. Like, I know that's like, man, that's kind of risky because I don't want to get a copyright strike. And I don't know, I'd probably just do some like undercovered stuff and like just I redirected to Daily Motion, but in the title of the video I would like make it you would have to like decipher what show I'm watching or movie, what anime series I'm watching, and I'll just tell you in the description. I don't know, like, because I've seen people just get their videos taken down or they get copyright strikes because they have something like One Piece chapter review and shut down just like that. Like, it's pretty intense. But AP is the smart guy, so he knows a way around that. And if that doesn't work out, then whatever. But yeah, video games and anime, those are two hobbies of mine that I love, and I would be fun for me to work on videos like those. Like I have a lot of fun working on those top 6 videos and stuff. So in regards to SPS, I've been thinking of just making another channel for my SPS content. Like, maybe I'll just move all my episodes to that channel, you know. But I have to pass the conditions of the damn monetization thing, so I might have to wait on that. Like, my plush videos gain a lot of views, and well, I hate to make them solely for money, but you know, YouTube, the algorithm, it's pretty nuts. Like, I honestly hate doing this. Like, the fact that I'm making these videos just because, you know, it'll help me out, but if I'm gonna start treating this channel as my supposed career for now, I sort of need to pass the requirement of 4,000 views. So far, I'm at 1,000. Yeah, it's a long road. Oh boy, it's kind of crazy, you know. Back in 2012, I only made these videos solely for just, you know, for the fun of it. And I still do. I mean, the latest 4 episodes I worked on were just a blast to make. Like, man, just oh man, you don't know how many times I made my own self laugh just by watching my videos. Like, that's when you know you're doing something good if you can make yourself laugh. Let me turn the light when it's dark. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how back in 2012 I was mainly doing this for fun, and now it's kind of just like, in order for YouTube Senpai to notice me, I need to get 4,000 views throughout the next 12 months, which, YouTube. Yeah. So, these next set of questions are from. I just mentioned him. My good pally, Penguin CJP. Maybe I should just start calling him JP. That'd be a cool nickname. I wonder how he feels about it. Oh, he's probably watching the video right now. I hope. I don't know. It's kind of a train wreck. It's kind of a train wreck of a Q&A video. I mean, I scripted my answers, but it's still a train wreck. I don't know how. But his first question. What is the favorite video... Oh god, I wrote this wrong. What is your favorite video that you have ever made? That's a good question. So, before, it used to be... I believe it was episode 41. The Killer Race. Now, that was one of my favorite episodes ever. Like, I really loved the way I executed that. It was just a blast to make. But if I had to pick now, and don't worry, there's a sequel to that episode. It's gonna be called The Killer Car Race, which, oh boy, I haven't wrote anything out yet. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't write out Sonic Plush Stories episodes. Nah, I keep them as genuine as possible. It's all coming from me. I mean, sure, I plan out what scene, like how the scene is gonna play out in my head, and then I'm just kind of go with the flow. But I'd say that my favorite video now would be the recent episode of Sonic Plush Stories, which was episode 63. I really, really enjoyed making that episode. I feel like when it came to it, I just love the way everything turned out, like such as the music choices, the way I handled the fight scenes, even if they were kind of silly. You know, with the whole man. My favorite moment from that episode is where like Luigi hits Sun with the sock, like who knows how many times. And even some emotional moments I handled pretty well. I mean, SPS isn't really filled with emotional moments. Like, it's a parody within a parody. Like, like it's a parody of Plush series, if anything else. Like, it's just a huge fourth wall joke. But I feel like that was probably the most emotional episode of the series. Like, you know, the whole scene with Gigas giving his life up. And I just really like that. I like how I handled the defeat of Sun. Like, it wasn't some, like, arbitrary, or, like, it wasn't some, like, cliche shonen MC has to win every single time. No. I did it in a different way that I really liked. And to be completely honest, I actually felt a bit emotional making this series and thinking, maybe I should end the show here? No, I don't want to do that. Like, not after making that. That ending honestly did get me. Not like I wasn't like crying. I just meant like it really like, man. The thing, I've been making episodes for like 6 years. And I know I'm kind of boasting my work here, but hey, I like to think I did a very good job on the episode. And judging from the comments, likes, and views, I say you guys enjoyed it as well. And oh boy, this next question he asked me, I wanted to give him the best answer possible. And oh boy, I wrote a lot. Oh god. But man, the pains of a writer wanting everything to be perfect. Yeah, I'm a writer, by the way. Since, like, 2014. Like, I like to write the manga-esque stories. So, his next two questions, like, it's a one question, but it's like, I have, like, two answers. What is your favorite game and anime franchises? Now, thing is, this is a really long answer, but I've been waiting to answer this one. Like, I really, really been waiting to answer this one. Now, I'm going to start with favorite game first. Hold up. Oh god, I feel sick. Now, my favorite game franchise would have to be Pokemon. Now, Pokemon to me is a very, very special series that I hold close to my heart. As far as I can remember, back in the early 2000s, Pokemon Blue was one of my very first video games. I had a Game Boy Color back then. Like I mentioned, I had the Atomic Purple one, which I unfortunately don't have anymore. And when I get a Switch, I hope I can get, like, the Atomic Purple skin, because that would be neat. I need that cool aesthetic, man. But yeah, I was lucky enough to have one of those at the time, and thanks to a cousin of mine, I had access to the Gen 1 and Gen 2 games, except for Gold. My cousin had all of the classic games, yet he never had Gold. It's weird. Very weird. But, like, that was the only one he didn't have. Anyway, I've been a fan of Pokemon for almost my entire life. Like, I'm thinking back when I was like 3 or 2. But in Pokemon was actually one of my first anime series as well, and what introduced me to anime back in the early to mid 2000s, along with series like the Digimon Digimon Digital Monster or Digimon Adventure, Dragon Ball, and Naruto. Yeah, I've been a fan of the anime for a while now, guys. And well, I know people rag on the anime series, but Pokemon, the original series, Advanced Generation, and Diamond and Pearl are honestly part of my childhood, and I can't help but still love the characters. And if I had to pick between those three, of which my favorite season is, Diamond and Pearl. It's that easy. Like Diamond and Pearl introduced some really, really fantastic characters. Like you had Dawn, and you had Paul. Those two were just amazing. I love the way they were written in that season. And I know a lot of people don't like Diamond and Pearl because, you know, the original series is the best. No, stop it. And I could go on and on about how much the Diamond and Pearl season is really great, and how the season after that, Unova, was just really bad. Like Black and White was just terrible, but I'm not gonna do that. But when it comes to characters, James is easily one of my favorite anime characters of all time. Like James, man, like making me laugh and cry ever since the early 2000s. Like I mentioned this in my Pokemon Blue Let's Play, but I had VHS tapes. Like I had a VCR, and I had a bunch of VHS tapes of Pokemon episodes from the original series, like the Indigo League season. Like I never watched that season too much on TV. Like the seasons that I followed like weekly on TV was like the Advanced Generation season in Diamond and Pearl, but I had access to the Indigo League season through those VHS tapes. I know it's weird. My channel used to be mainly Sonic, but no, Pokemon is my actual favorite video game series. Love the games, anime, and recently I've fallen in love with the Pokemon Adventures manga, courtesy of my good friend Penguin. Alright, this is his question. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But answer that one. One down, another one to go. Favorite anime franchise? Well, I mentioned it not too long ago, but my favorite anime series would be Digimon Adventure. Now, if I'm saying like anime franchise, that would count all of the Digimon seasons, which I don't really like to count them as like one set. Like that'd be weird. Like the entire Digimon franchise is my favorite anime franchise, which is kind of true. I mean, Digimon Adventure and Tamers are like top 20 favorite anime for me. Like, not even top 20. I think they're in the top 10. Like, obviously Digimon Adventure, but Tamers I think is top 10 too, I would say. Now, Digimon Adventure, alongside Pokemon, is another show I grew up with. Now, I was never really a kid to be like, oh man, Pokemon's better, or man, Digimon's better. I'm like, I like them equally, man. Like, when I was growing up, there weren't that many people who watched Digimon as frequently as I did. Like, I watched it on Jetix. I watched it like through VHS tapes. Like, I had the first 9 episodes of Digimon Adventure, and I also had the movie, which I would also rewatch over and over again. But yeah, back when I was growing up, I didn't really have too many people who like knew what Digimon was or was a fan of Digimon, so I was like the only kid who knew about it. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, even now, like in my school anyway, I don't really know too many people who know about Digimon. But I'm glad now because now I have a few Digimon friends on Twitter, which is cool because I have people to talk to about my favorite series. But yeah, I rewatched those VHS tapes to death. Digimon Adventure was a show I was just honestly fascinated with. I love the idea of you have these 7 kids, and it was 8, who travel through the perilous yet exciting digital world. And not only did the Digimon grow, the characters grew as well. Like, it's phenomenal seeing a concept such as this, that the Digimon partners actually help the human partners grow as people, and, you know, vice versa. Because, you know, in order in order for the Digimon to grow, you kind of need them to do, like, the Digivolving. Or, if you're, like, a purist, Shinka, which, no, stop. And also, well, the concept of Digimon is just amazing in of itself, and I find it more interesting than Pokemon, in all honesty. Like, I was just talking about how much I love Pokemon, but I think I love the concept of Digimon more. But, in short, the story of Digimon Adventure will stick with me for possibly forever, and I will always love the series. Uh, the dub, anyway. The dub. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm aware that the dub of Digimon isn't well received by people who grew up with the original sub. I get that. Like, come on. Like, I've been on YouTube for a while now. I've watched videos. I've watched the Digimon opening in English. I've seen the YouTube comments. I know. But since it's the version I grew up with, and the fact that, well, I love the dub cast. I mean, the dub cast is awesome. And I will always just love the dub for its lame jokes and other silly things. It just means a lot to me, you know? If you're planning on watching Digimon, which I would highly recommend, it's my favorite anime, I know your first instinct would be to watch the sub. But really, just at least give the dub a chance. Like, even if you don't like it, well, I still think the voice acting is pretty solid in my opinion. Like, you know what they should do? They really should do like a re-release of the Digimon Adventure anime, like the dub for it, but make it uncut, you know? Like, keep the original music, I guess. I mean, I don't know, I thought the dub music was pretty alright. And, I don't know. I mean, it would be more well received that way. Whatever. I mean, like, I know what you're thinking. Like, is it a bad dub? Like, it's not really a bad dub. Like, the people behind the Digimon dub are actually, they were Saban. Like, you know, they dubbed Dragon Ball Z at one point. It's not for kids. Like, don't worry. Four kids didn't touch Digimon. Like, to be honest, I still think it's pretty amazing that they left some stuff in Digimon off scot-free without censoring it all to hell and cutting out stuff like in some 4Kids dubs. Like, really, between like I would say Saban did a pretty well job, like for the most part, making it for kids, kind of. I don't know, like better than for kids. I would say that. I mean, it may be cheesy. Like some of the lines, even I like, just like, yeah, this is what I grew up with. But the line is lame, but I love it. But I hope you give it a chance. You know, if not, then that's fine too, because the sub does have one of the best openings of all time. Like, come on, who doesn't love that butterfly, man? And well, it's nice to see that they brought back most of the voice actors from the original dub to Adventure Tree, which is the sequel to the Adventure series. And since they're not catering towards a kid's demographic anymore, they can actually appeal to the pure. I mean, people love this stuff. I need to stop calling out these like anime elitists who have this mentality of, oh man, it's the original version, you know it's better. And I'm like, I guess the word preference isn't in the dictionary anymore. So yeah, my favorite franchises are Digimon and Pokemon. And you know, it's weird, but also cool that like when I grew up, I was watching Digimon and Pokemon at the same time. So it was neat to compare and contrast the two series. Like I never really liked one more than the other. But really AP? Out of all anime, your favorite is Digimon? Like dude, I never said I had sophisticated taste. I really like the monster series, okay? I mean, what other monster series are there that I grew up with? I'm not really counting series like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Bakugan because they don't really count as like a monster series. There's Dinosaur King. Dinosaur King! Dinosaur King is what you wanna be, man. Oh man. Didn't Dinosaur King have a game? I'm pretty sure there was like a game on DS. Oh well, who cares? To be honest though, it's kind of funny. Like, I know people who consider, like, most people prefer Digimon because of its storytelling, and people prefer Pokemon because of its better games. And well, to be honest, I feel the same way to a degree because there are some very good Digimon games though, like the Digimon Story series and like the old world games for the PlayStation. Like, dude, growing up with Digimon World 2 was awesome. That game apparently is really bad. I think, I don't know if it's bad or not. I mean, it is an old Digimon game, so maybe if I let's play it in the future, which most likely I will. It was one of my very first video games in general. I'll probably have a different opinion on it. Now, Penguin's last question: who inspired you to start making videos? Well, to be honest, a lot of people helped me get interested in making my own videos. Like, I remember back in the early 2010s. I'm used to saying back in the early 2000s. No, 2010s, like really early 2010. I was watching series such as Spin Dash Pro's Sonic Plush Adventures, or B-Boy Studios' 97 Sonic and Tails Insane Adventures, Pipla Fan 77 Sonic Stop Motion Adventures, and even Adventure Ruler's Cute Sonic Hero series. I was a big fan of all of those, and I was like, hey, I can do that, and I want to do that. So in 2011, I started making my own videos using my 3DS camera because I didn't have an iPhone at the time to record my videos. So yeah, I had to resort to that. It was pretty bad, to be honest. Like, the lighting was complete garbage, and you couldn't record for more than 10 minutes. I know there was a limit, and I don't really remember, to be completely honest. But hey, what's funny is that back in the day, like Back when my only source of like recording stuff was my 3DS camera. What's funny is that I used to record anime openings using the 3DS camera since I didn't have a phone back then. And I would listen to music that way. Like, oh man, I'm such a loser. Like, I had to listen to that Kenichi opening, man. That Kenichi opening was really good. Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. Oh man, that takes me back. Still haven't finished that series, and apparently the manga is bad. But oh well. Anyway, I used my 3DS for making videos back in 2011. And I was only making them for fun. Like, I wasn't really planning on uploading them to YouTube. I was kind of just making videos just for fun. Like, who knows? Like, I remember I recorded this, like, movie, right? It was titled Shadow and Silver Get Their Car Back, the movie. Now, I had a Shadow and a Silver toy. And it's not the silver toy you're thinking of. It was like, I think it was like regular silver, like base silver, not like his super form. But man, maybe when I hit like my 10th anniversary video, I'll upload that. Oh man, God, I am not looking forward to that. Don't hold me on that. If you guys force me to do that, I'm never gonna forgive you guys. But then a year later, in 2012, I decided, hey, why not? So I recorded my first episode at night, and oh man, did I upload SPS pretty late. It was like 12 a.m. I think. It was pretty late. So anyway, that's how all this started. I was inspired by many different other content creators who did plush videos and like stop motion videos. Well, I only named one, but yeah, they inspired me to make my own videos, and I'm pretty happy that that happened. So that's the end of Penguin's questions. Let's move on to the next set of questions. These come from Smash Crash, another person who I like talking to in the YouTube comments. And on Twitter, too. His first question, what is your current opinion on the Sonic series? Sonic the Hedgehog. My opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog as of late. What time is it? 7:52. Jesus Christ. How long have I been recording? Oh God, I've been recording for almost an hour. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll break up the Q&A video. No. Well, I'll make this just one big video. Why not? Like maybe if we breach 2 hours, then I'll think about halving it. But Sonic. Well, to be honest, when it comes to the Sonic series, I've been pretty indifferent with it as of late. Don't get me wrong, I've been a Sonic fan since 2005 with Sonic Hero, so I'm not planning on losing interest anytime soon. Like I'm still up to date with like the latest Sonic news and stuff like that. But I don't know why I'm saying like I would lose interest. No, Sonic is a part of the childhood. I would never do that to him. But Sonic Forces honestly disappointed me. Yeah, guys, I'm on that team to which I don't like Sonic Forces. Like, honestly, just the story and well, everything else was just meh. And that's being generous in terms of storytelling. Like, Sonic Forces was a major letdown for me. Like, man, I was really looking forward to it. And I mean, I guess the game isn't that terrible. Like, would I say it's worse than Sonic Boom? No. No, that's when you're just talking, like, crazy. Like, there is nothing worse than Sonic Boom. Like, even Sonic Labyrinth. Nah, Sonic Labyrinth is way more fun than Sonic Boom. And, yeah, I didn't really care too much about Sonic Forces, so, it's whatever. However, Sonic Mania, on the other hand, Sonic Mania is an amazing game. I could go in depth as to why I love Mania so much, but I'll save that for another video. Maybe in AP's top 6 Sonic games. Because, spoiler warning, it's number 3. And I think you can guess what number 1 is. Anyway, I feel like Sonic, on the Christian Whitehead side of things, has been doing immensely well. And I look forward to any other future projects he has in store for Sonic. There's been talk of Whitehead speculating on having his take on a 3D Sonic game. To that, I would be pretty ecstatic for. I mean, Whitehead has been doing nothing but succeeding so far, and he clearly knows what makes Sonic, well, Sonic. I mean, not to say that Sega doesn't know how their franchise works, but obviously Whitehead has been a fan for years, and he knows a good bit about Sonic on the fan side rather than, well, the developer side. So yeah, honestly, when it comes to Sonic content, I've been pretty right now. I mean, like, I am looking forward to Team Sonic Racing, though, which today just announced that Blaze, along with Silver and Vector, will be in the game, which, yeah, like, if you've seen my E3 video, my top 6 games showcased at E3, then you would know that if we didn't get Blaze the Cat in the video game, then I would, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so far, Sonic, to me, has been in the back of my mind, unless it has to do with Team Sonic Racing or Smash Ultimate. Shout out for Smash. Come on, make it happen, Sega. You gave Castlevania 2 fighters. Or, well, aside from those 2 things, my Sonic Plush Stories series. His next question. Oh man, I'm running out of water. We're almost done. I think we're pretty close. We're 2/3 of the way there. Did you think Sonic Plush Stories would get this big? Now, to be honest, when I first uploaded a video when I was 11, I expected the video to go viral. And no, not viral in the sense of, oh man, truly, this is the greatest work known to man. I meant no. Like it or not, this video was going to be seen by a lot of people, whether I got likes or dislikes. But then I learned that, no, not everyone in the world is watching YouTube. And when I looked the next day, I had like no views. So at first, no, I didn't think it would be, well, it's not that big. Like, it's not as popular as Sonic Plush Adventures or anything like that, but I would say it's pretty popular. But to be honest, it was kind of surreal to me that to this day I find a lot of people who just love watching my series, and you know, it's honestly really nice seeing people say, oh man, this was my childhood, or man, watching you was the best. Like, those comments honestly make me feel good inside. It's great to see all these videos I put up actually are worth something. It's crazy to see how big a following I've gained from it. Well, I mean, I only have 1K subs. I'm not that popular, but to me, having 1,000 subs is pretty insane. And another thing I think is insane is my most popular episode, Boom Park. To be honest, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments, what made that episode so great? Like, I really want to know. Like, I know some people say that was their first episode, but really, I'm just surprised on how popular it is. I mean, personally, I can name like 10 other episodes way better than that one. Like, you know, maybe even all of season 3 and some from season 2. But anyway, yeah, I'm just really surprised and happy that SPS is liked by so many people. Honestly, I feel a bit sad thinking I should end it, or at least have a separate channel for it. Next question. Man, I have to sneeze. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Oh man, that thing happened to which you have to sneeze, but nope, not sneezing today. Oh god. Next question. How does this channel affect your life personally? Now, this is an interesting question. I guess if it wasn't for this YouTube channel, it'd be a pretty big chunk of my life missing, to be honest. I mean, thanks to this channel, I've been more productive. I've gotten out of my comfort zone a little bit, too. I've gotten into more franchises, and basically it's introduced me to so many new things. If it wasn't for my channel, I wouldn't be able to do many things I guess I would be proud of. Aside from this and writing, I don't really have much other hobbies and skills I'm like proficient at. I suppose I used to draw a lot and was somewhat decent, but I lost interest in that since becoming more invested in writing, which I've been doing ever since I was like a kid. Like, man, Microsoft Docs, man. Microsoft Doc. My good old friend. Hello, Desire. You're my old friend. Sorry. So essentially, my YouTube channel, I feel, is a very special part of my life. My life would be very different without it, and I think it wouldn't be. I think it wouldn't be for the best. Can't really imagine a life without it, to be honest. Okay. He has two more questions. What other franchises do you like, and will you be making videos on them? Well, I've already talked about the different anime I was introduced to when I was younger, and I already talked about how Pokemon was my favorite franchise. But this is kind of a difficult question. I mean, here's the thing, like, besides Sonic, I have plenty of other franchises I'm a fan of, such as Pokemon, Digimon, Fire Emblem, Mario, Danganronpa. Oh man, Tekken, Persona, and etc. And those are just like a tenth of the franchises I like. I have plenty of others. When it comes to videos, I might make discussion videos on them, or just do a Let's Play, which is the more likely thing when it comes to, like, video game stuff. Like, I'm not really sure what he means by franchises. Does he mean, like, anything in fiction, like anime? Because I can name a... Oh, God. I can name a whole bunch of anime that I'm a fan of. His last question. Would you ever do fan mail? Probably not. Not really that interested in doing that sort of thing. I know other YouTubers do it, like YouTubers I follow, but I'm not really one for it. So, the next set of questions, and I think these are the last two people who asked me questions. These set of questions come from my good friend Nudge, who I'm going to kill later. No, I'm just kidding. So, his first question. Favorite protagonist and antagonist of any series. Game, anime, literature. I think I'm just going to do... I think I'll answer all three. No, not literature. Not literature. That's kind of broad, and that would also include anime and manga, sort of. I think I'll just do video games and anime, because I want to answer that question for both. Let's see, for video games... I'd say my favorite protagonist in any video game. Huh. This is actually... Like, this one I have an answer for, but I'm not sure. Do I want to go with that? You know what, yeah. I'd say my favorite protagonist in a video game is Hajime Hinata from Danganronpa 2. Like, here's the thing. My favorite character from Danganronpa is Naegi. I know, boring, right? I don't know, man. I love the down to earth type, man. The down to earth archetype is the best. But my favorite protagonist is Hajime. I feel like out of out of our four Danganronpa protagonists, he's the one that I really enjoyed when he was the main character, especially with his whole character arc in DR2. I'm not going to spoil it because, well, what kind of person spoils a Danganronpa game? But, for those who played Danganronpan, then you'll know. Then you'll understand why I like Hajime. Favorite antagonist? Monokuma from Danganronpa or Hazama from Blaze Blue. Because both of those two have what I love from antagonists. Being the biggest trolls on the planet. Man, I love when the antagonist... My god, man, he's bad. Not bad bad. I mean bad in a good way. Now anime. Well, I think my favorite protagonist from any anime would have to be from my favorite one. And that would be the main character, Tai Kamiya, or Taichi Yagami. Yeah, Tai. Tai is a very courageous and outgoing character. Is very adventurous as well. As a kid, I've already mentioned that I had, VHS tapes of the first season of Digimon, and I absolutely was drawn to Tai because I thought he was really cool, man. He was just a really cool character. He's also just... Besides being cool, he's also just a really well-written character as well. He has a bunch of flaws to his character, and as you watch the story, it's amazing how well he develops as not only a character, but as a leader, because he's the leader of his group of friends. It's amazing to see an MC actually acknowledge his flaws and work to make them better. Natsu's a terrible protagonist. What? Now, antagonist. To be honest, I didn't actually script this. I actually forgot to script this part. Now, from the top of my head, favorite antagonist of an anime. I would say younger Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. He was just a phenomenal villain. He has actual complex motives. And he also has this really cool code of honor to which he wants a real fight, which, oh man, I'm a big fan of those characters, man. And also he has a rather sad backstory, and to be honest, he's just a very, very well written villain. But Nudge, if you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho yet, go watch it, please. If you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho yet, please go watch it. It is phenomenal. To be honest, it's top 3 for me. Okay, so his next question. I know we're cereal gods, so what's your favorite cereal? This guy, man. This guy. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. That has been my favorite cereal for who knows how long. Cereal is my favorite food, after all. Boring? Oh man, I'll remove your comment, dude. I'll remove your comment. His next question. And this is his most interesting one. If you could play only 3 games, what would they be? Here's the thing. I want to say something easy, my top 3 games or something, but I guess I should be creative. Now, you know what? No. I'm not going to do that. Pokemon Emerald has to be one of them, because that's just my favorite video game. Let's see. I'm trying to think of games with massive amounts of replayability. Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald. You know what? Persona 3, because that's just one of the greatest games ever made. And you know what? Screw it, Sonic Heroes. So, yeah. Those are 3 games that I would pick to be the only ones I would play for, I'm guessing, my entire life. Which, man, I would get bored of them so fast. Well, maybe not Persona 3. I still need to do the female MC route. Which, who knows, maybe I'll let's play that. Get people into Persona, because Persona is great. Have you ever played a rhythm game? If so, how was it? Well, actually, Nudge, I think you've had me play a rhythm game before. I think it was Rhythm Heaven. Or Rhythm Tengoku. Well, this one time he was over my house and he brought over Rhythm Heaven for the DS. And, well, he let me play it for a good 10 minutes. But from what I had played, it was fun. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing at first, but the theme of the game is rhythm, like it says so in the title. And once you get the rhythm to any of these mini games, it becomes fun. Other games. Other rhythm games. Well, actually, my friend SK had introduced me to a game called Stepmania. That's a game I haven't played in, what, 5 years? It's been a while. I played like Stepmania 5. That was the one I played a lot. And was I good at it? Not really. No, it wasn't really that good. Also, what else? There's Osu. Like, Nudge, I know you're doing this on purpose, man. Like, like, you're asking me all these questions that you already know the answer to. But you gotta help me out and let my audience know. But yeah, I've never really had my own rhythm game. Like, every single one of these rhythm games I mentioned, I needed someone else to get me to play them. So yeah, every single one of these rhythm games I have not played on my own. These fiends had introduced me to them, and I'm happy for it. I mean, I'm always down for like playing a new type of game. Introducing me to a new genre. That's neat. Okay, so the next question. Favorite genre of video games and anime? Well, oh boy. Favorite genre in video games? Well, it would have to be JRPGs, whether it's regular traditional turn order or SRPGs like Fire Emblem and Project Cross Zone. Other genres besides those that I would enjoy would be like platformers, fighting games, bullet hell, racing, and party games. Anime, well, I don't really have a specific genre I cater to. I mean, I've been watching anime for so long, I kind of just watch what's interesting, you know? I don't like sticking to one genre for long because, well, it gets boring after a while. I'm not the type to just watch 3 slice of life animes in one go. Like, I'm not the type to just watch 3 slice of life animes in one go of them doing, oh, Sugoi, Summer, he's great. No. Which, no, it's not. Summer is awful, dude. Anyway, I like to change it up. But if I had to do a rundown of genres I do like, it would be adventure, shonen, shoujo, sci-fi, fantasy, seinen, mystery, psychological horror, slice of life, / school, and comedy. Because really, who doesn't watch Gintama and doesn't laugh? Like, that's impossible. You're just not human at that point. You're like, not human. Okay, I think he has 2 more questions. Yep. Okay. Any memorable high school moments of stories you'd like to share? I know you love your chem teacher. This guy. This prick. Screw you too. I'm just kidding, man. Where do I begin with this one? The high school. Okay. You know, that place anime likes to cater to. high school students. Like, you could have a high school student have the power to, like, erase half the planet. um, to be honest, I don't really have any high school moments or stories. I mean, high school to me is just kind of normal. I mean, I go there, I talk to people, come back home. That's it. Although, I don't mind talking about my honors chem teacher, of who I love so much. So anyway, in brief, it sounded like I said in briefs. My honors chem teacher was just horrible. Like, I found him to be one of the worst teachers in my entire life. Now, it's not some like, oh man, AP teachers just want to teach you stuff. Who cares if he gives you a lot of work? Like, dude, no. If you're one of those people, then just unsub and don't ever come back. Like, seriously, don't ever come back. Like, there are teachers who give you a lot of work. The difference between my chem teacher and them is that I can understand. My chem teacher was just bad. His main way of teaching us was through showing us quick slideshows on PowerPoint, and then expects us to read up on those topics outside of school, to which, well, as a class, we're just not used to that. We come to school to learn at school. We don't come to school to learn what to learn at home. Like, no. Granted, he had a reason for doing this. Like, he had to get through a good 20 plus lessons within an entire school year, which, I mean, is not easy. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't complain about it. Like, I can do whatever I want. And, oh man, his attitude is like, ugh. You know how you may hate a teacher for the amount of work they give you, but you don't actually hate them as a person? Like, I've known some teachers who, like, ugh, man, I hate the amount of work this person gives me, but I don't actually hate them. My chem teacher, yeah, both, dude, just both. Like, to be fair, he is pretty. Like, as a person, he was kind of funny, and not a totally mean-spirited person, but his attitude really came off as pretentious. Like, towards the end of the school year especially, he became really full of himself about how we're not doing so well in his class and how he was oh so perfect back in his days of high school. Like, I don't really get the whole idea of him comparing and contrasting with us. It just made me sick. And, dude, like, he was a straight-up anime villain. I tell you, dude. He was like, well, it's the end of the school year, and frankly, I don't care that I may have given you too much work on your plate, and you're doing badly. Oh well. Like, dude, he would laugh like that. Like, oh, fuck off. Anyway, I wanted to be brief, but I just couldn't help but keep on talking. In short, he's just a bad teacher. I'm glad I never have to see him again. Well, correction, I'll never be in his class again. I'll still see him in like high school. Like, I'm going into 12th grade, so I'll see him one last time. Then I wonder what I should do. Like, I kind of want to, maybe on the last day, I'll like throw a tissue at him. I'll just throw a tissue at him, man. Like, I don't care. I'll just leave like a tissue in his classroom. Oh man. What is wrong with me? Why are you guys sub to AP66? Like, why do this to yourself? It's because of this, isn't it? It's because I talk about threatening my chem teacher by throwing a tissue in his classroom. Man. Okay, Nudge's last question. Potential plans after YouTube if you eventually stop or have a backup. I guess, like, maybe I'd get an actual job if that had to happen. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, not really a fan of the talking with people, so that's why I've been avoiding jobs like at fast food restaurants Hmm. I guess like maybe I'd get an actual job if I had to. Mm, well, I guess like maybe I'd get an actual job if I had to or something. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, not really a fan of the talky talk with people, so that's why I've been avoiding jobs like at fast food places and the like. The job I have right now is, I say job in quotation marks, I am more comfortable with, I guess. But I guess a backup would be that I would focus on being a better writer. Like, I do like to write. I have written stuff on places before, like on Fiction Press or Wattpad. Like I've been on Fiction Press for a good while, actually, like for 4 years. And well, I've taken down all of my stories because I had a habit of like I'm a big fan of just writing uh, manga like stories, I guess. And I had written like two, but the thing is, I didn't plan them out or write out how the story would flow. So I was doing everything just like off the top of my head. So that was just really bad, and I took them down. But yeah, I've been writing for a long time now, and I would love to do it for a living. Like, man, that would be the life, man. I wouldn't really know how to go about that. Like, would I find like places where I could just write stories? I don't know. I don't know how that process works. I mean, come on, dude. I'm only 17. Like, don't expect much from me. Because really, I feel like with the way YouTube has been going recently, in like the past couple of years, it's probably going to shut down soon in the future. Like, I'm guessing anyway. Like, it's only a matter of time before YouTube is just gone. So like, yeah, I think that's what I would do. So now we are finally on to our last person's questions, our last set of questions. And man, oh boy, how many? 20 minutes. For those of you wondering, I had the cut, so I better add that to like the 40 minutes I had checked before. That's like an hour. Oof. I hope I have something to put this over. So anyway, these last set of questions are from Supersonic Heroes, another good friend of mine. He asked, "Are you going to do any anime video games on the channel?" Well, I mean, I do like the JRPG, so I'm planning on doing that in the future. Like, actually, like, I've been planning on Disgaea being my next game Let's Play after Golden Sun, or when Pokemon Blue finishes. Probably not Pokemon Blue, because I'm doing a marathon with that. Like, oh man. Dude, I've been wanting to play Disgaea for a good while. Like, I played, like, for a good 10 minutes, but pretty much it'll be like a blind Let's Play, and I'm excited for that. Like, I watched the playthrough of Disgaea 5, and I absolutely love that game and the soundtrack. And, oh, hold up. Anime video. Oh, you mean like anime video games, like that upcoming Jump Force or something. Oh, you mean like that? Uh, I haven't really thought of that. Probably. I mean, games from like the Dragon Ball series, like Budokai 3 and Tenkaichi 2, are easily my favorites. So maybe I let's play that in the future. Also, Jump Ultimate Stars is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'd love to let's play that, but don't have a capture card for it though. Like I talked with my good friend Nudge. Good friend, no, not good friend, close friend. Yeah, I better get that right. I was like, no, I'm not gonna disrespect him like that. And I wanted to do like a co-op thing with him, but I don't know how that would work. I mean, I guess we could like he could watch me play the game or something. We could do it like via Discord, but I don't have a capture card. Uh, his next question: What's your favorite Mario game? Mario game. Uh, Either Super Mario World or New Super Mario Bros. Wii. At least I have a lot of memories playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii with my older brother. So yeah, I'd probably say that. I know that's kind of a lame choice. I mean, you like a lot of people don't like the new series apparently, and there are games like Mario 64 and Galaxy that are better, I guess. But whatever. To be honest, though, I have a bunch of Mario spin-off games that I'm a fan of. Like Mario Super Sluggers was my first Wii game. I got that back in 2008. I remember the commercial for it. Like, man, good times. Like, aside from Mario Super Sluggers, like I love the Mario Kart series, Mario Party series, or even Super Smash Brothers counts, I guess. Like, not really, but it has Mario in it. AP using that logic of, oh, if it has Mario in it, then it counts as a Mario game. So that one GameCube game, like that one basketball game that has Mario, Luigi, and Peach in it counts as a Mario game. I don't even remember what it's called. And I don't care. But I remember long ago finding out, oh man, Mario and Luigi are in this basketball game. That's nuts. So we're finally on to our last question. What's your favorite Sonic game besides Heroes? I know I should probably like put a lot of thought into this, and I didn't really like put a good answer here, like a long answer, I should say. Mm. Uh, I guess I should name my. I guess my favorite Sonic game besides Heroes would be my second favorite Sonic game. I mean, I've already talked about how Mania is my third favorite. So after Sonic Heroes, my second favorite Sonic game would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, that's definitely my second favorite Sonic game. Like, I have a lot of memories from playing that on Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the PS2 back in 2007. Like, man, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's definitely one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. And objectively, it's the best game. Like, come on. Like, even a Heroes fanboy like me can acknowledge that Sonic 3 and Knuckles is probably the best Sonic game in the franchise. So with that done, I have answered all of these questions. Thank God. Like, I ran out of ice water by the time we got to, like... We weren't even halfway done yet, but, man... all of these questions, like, it's just crazy seeing all of you people wonder... it's just crazy seeing all of you guys ask me these questions. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to just... You know what? Let me ask AP something. Like, let me ask that guy a question. But, thank you so much for participating in my Q&A video. And I don't know if I'm going to do something like this again. I might. But, once again, thank you so much for asking me questions, and I look forward to doing better as a content creator in the future, as I have been on this platform for 6 years. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I like to think that I'm a veteran. Oh god, I hit my mic. Yeah, I'm a veteran, alright. Man. So anyway, with this video done, I'll see you guys later.